I saw Roger Waters' The Wall live 2 nights ago. Anything that possibly could have happened tonight would have seemed like a flaming 10-foot turd in comparison. Even the surprisement that this movie was actually not that bad. Sorry, Will Ferrell. Hey guys, so Megamind. Megamind is a movie that I thought the trailer looked like crap. I mean, didn't we all? It was cringe-inducing. Honestly, that was like, okay, cool voice cast, but when haven't we had an animated movie with a cool voice cast turn out like crap? It happens a lot. So really, I didn't expect anything from this movie, and as the reviews started coming in, they were generally decent. They weren't like, oh, this movie's great, but it wasn't, there wasn't terrible like I expected, really. I mean, Will Ferrell's had a lot of hit and miss over the past couple of years, and he's going to animation, so I thought it'd be cool. I like Brad Pitt doing more comedic roles, because he can definitely handle a lot of funny material. And the Tina Fey, Jonah Hill thing, Jonah Hill's definitely getting really annoying, because he plays the same character, like, all the time. But even at that, I realized this movie did have some potential, so going in, my expectations were higher than when I first saw the trailer, and it was actually not that bad. It's one of those movies where it creates a lot of really obvious plot holes to sell a joke or set up a storyline, but as it goes along, it gets better with doing that. The whole voice cast is definitely having a lot of fun here, and I like how they parody a lot of superhero cliches if it's in a clever or a slapstick way. But there's a lot of would-be dramatic situations that they make light of, and then when they actually want to create some real tension and drama, it's hard for that now to just manifest itself because of what we've previously seen of dramatic situations. So at that point, it becomes really obvious that they're trying to manipulate some of these emotions, and it kind of sucks you out of the whole experience. But that's not really what the movie's about in the first place, so it's not really this huge glaring flaw. It's really towards the end when they're trying to have these dramatic situations or these huge tense fights, but you're never really feeling that these characters are in danger, because any other time they're in danger, it's a joke, it's a platform for a joke. So when you're actually supposed to be like fearing for their lives, it's not there. Where it saves itself with that is that all the characters, despite being really annoying at times, despite most of them being somewhat annoying at times, are really likable due to the fact that you can see that they're very... Where it saves itself is that all the characters, despite most of them being somewhat annoying at times, are really likable due to the fact that they're really funny, and at the same time you can sense their vulnerability. It's ridiculously predictable. I call at least 3 plot points within the first 10 minutes, and even if not in the same scenario I thought, they all came true, which is largely due to the fact that they give so much away in the trailers and TV spots. They really need to tune up their marketing in that respect. Also, it felt like they were playing a game with how many cliche songs they can pack into this movie. I mean, Mr. Blue Sky, great song, stop using it. And I know I'll probably get crap for this, but Guns N' Roses, I hate them. Just because they're one of those bands where they have like 3 songs that they just play so much, and they're not even that good, and they play them in the exact same situation. I got up and I walked out of the theater because I just couldn't stand it. I came back in, watched the end, but I refused to drink Monster for a couple weeks because they were only selling cans with Slash on them. Slash. And I like AC/DC, but stop pretending like they only have 5 songs and start playing other ones. I mean, there are so many times I can hear Highway to Hell and Back in Black play to the same goddamn situation. Just stop it. Stop it. So yeah, I think I'll give it about a 7 out of 10. It's a pretty enjoyable movie. If you got nothing else to see, go check it out. I liked it a lot more than I thought it would. It's still not a great movie, but it just shows that this year's been a pretty good year for animation. We had How to Train Your Dragon, also surprising me. Shrek Forever After actually not being that bad. Despicable Me, obviously, I really liked it in Toy Story 3. The god of animation movies. Yeah, it's a pretty good year. Really, the kids will just double down on this movie. And apparently the adults will like it too, because there was this middle-aged woman with her kids sitting diagonal behind her, laughing her ass off on things that were not really that funny. Things the kids didn't find funny, things the other adults didn't find funny. She was like, I mean, she just kept yelling at her kids behind her. It really scared me, like, Will Ferrell, shut up!